Hello everybody and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is the RPG Review Room, the show in which I basically tell you what I think about the RPGs that I've been sent to review or that I have bought myself, which is quite a number. No, seriously, it is. Today I have Static Dawn, a biopunk role-playing game from Frenzy Kitty Games, a South African company, one of the very few, so few that I think is probably the only one or thereabouts, who produces these kind of little games. But is this game going to be worth the amount of money that you have to spend to get your hands on it? I am about to show you. Welcome to the GMS Magazine RPG review videos. Before I start, I have to give you a bit of a disclaimer. Gareth is a very good friend of mine. I dearly love him, so I am going to be rather biased in this review. However, because you're going to be able to see what I'm going to show you, you're going to be able to corroborate that what I'm telling you is actually true. So it doesn't matter that I'm biased and Gareth is my friend, because what I'm telling you is inequivocally correct. So anyway, what is Static Dawn all about? Is basically cyberpunk, very light, as in really super light, mega light. This is the kind of games that Gareth tends to write, which is very good because he's written some absolutely fantastic material and he writes very narrative sort of games. And I have enjoyed very much seeing how he produced something mediocre with Dusk and has been increasing the quality and the thought he puts into his games amazingly over the last few years to become a fully fledged and incredibly talented game designer. I know he's paying me no commission whatsoever to say these things. It's just how I feel. So does this still have a long way to go? Well, absolutely yes, but then who doesn't? Anyway, going back to Static Dawn, this is a very little game that you can get in drive-through via print on demand. So the quality is what you would expect from that kind of service. This is not offset, which is not to say that the quality is bad, because you know what? It is not. This is a soft pack with a standard soft pack that you can get and a beautiful, gorgeous, very well treated illustration in the front of the book that I absolutely love, because it really encapsulates quite easily everything to do with cyberpunk in just one single image. The book itself is very few pages, as in 62 pages long, and you get absolutely everything that you need to play. I'm not going to go very much into the rules. It's a very narrative game, which is absolutely brilliant. And by the table of content, we're going to get everything we need to play this game. Let me make sure that you can see everything from the top camera. So we get the introduction, the characters, the how to play, combat, augmentations, game mastering, antagonists, and a toolkit, which is a very welcome addition. Production-wise, illustrations are good. Let's face it, Gareth knows his stuff when it's about creating illustrations, and although there aren't very mega super bespoke ones, but the ones that are actually do help the overall feel of the game, which is excellent. As you can see, it's a one-column, rather large font, so it makes it a lot easier to read than other games, and everything's just going straight to the point. No fluff, no nothing, it just goes straight to the point, which I very much like. Now, the rules. Look, the rules is this. It's basically this. It's a D20 set of setting, and you set the difficulty, and then you get your successes. Done. You can put a few variables. If you get some help or some hindrance, done. So it is what it's meant to be. A tiny little game that you can read in one afternoon and done. Absolutely done. Now, I had one reservation about the game, which I need to disclose because I think it's only fair. In this game, one of the things that you can get is cyber augmentations, because, you know, cyberpunk, this is kind of one of the things that you do. Now, in many games, cyberpunk augmentations, you know, becoming a cyborg, kind of takes away from your humanity. Now, that is seen as problematic by an awful lot of people because, let's face it, there are some people with prostheses who live perfect lives and they are not diminished in any way, shape or form by the use of those prostheses. And there might be a relationship between the loss of humanity when using some augmentations, some cybernetic prostheses, or to do that in real life. Now, I am not going to get into the debate. I am just going to say that the way that this game treats this sort of loss of humanity is only if you use really bad, cheap and badly made prostheses, or the ones that truly take you beyond what your humanity should be. In which case, yes, you lose part of your humanity, but not because of the augmentation in itself, but because there is something in you that's been lost and you're trying to make it up with something else. But it's nothing to do with the fact that you're going to have a limb that it is prosthetic. It is to do with the way that you approach your own humanity. And that I appreciate very much, because regardless of what you think about the topic, this is not what this video is all about. And to be honest, up to you, you know, you do you, but it's good that it's been taken into consideration so people don't need to feel touched by that subject. So I like that a lot. Now, is this game going to be good for very long campaigns that are going to last years and years and years and years? Well, maybe yes. But like every light little game like this, personally I find that the lack of rules, the lack of development in the game, which is very much intentional, so you can make up your own whatevers, can drag a little bit. And I feel that these games are a lot better for adventures that can last 3, 5, perhaps 6 sessions, but when it's more than that, it becomes a bit repetitive. However, to introduce yourself to cyberpunk games or to take it to a convention, hopefully when they come back, please let it be soon when we are all safe, or even to introduce somebody new to role-playing games, this is brilliant. It is very good. It comes with one added advantage, and is that the toolkit, which is at the end of the book, will allow you to generate cities, gangs, megacorps, or NPCs. So if you are short of an idea, then presto, you can have it done right away by just rolling a number of dice, which is very good. All in all, this game actually packs a nice punch. And I can recommend it because, to be honest, for the amount of money you have to spend on it, you have a fully fledged game that you can just get out anytime. You're going to read in a couple of afternoons. And for these kind of gaps when people cannot come and you need something else to do, this could nicely do the trick. And you know, one thing I plan on doing with this is replicating series or movies, because that, my friends, would work like a treat. So, I hope this has been useful. I haven't spoken about, you know, character creation either, which is like, you know, next to nothing. Seriously, it's next to nothing. Character creation is 4 pages. It's next to nothing. This is done in 5 minutes. So, oh, and you get, of course, your character sheet as well. So, anyway, yeah, get this game. Seriously, it's worth it. Seriously, it is very well worth it. And you know, you'd be doing my friend a great favor, and I would very much appreciate that. So, Static Dawn, yes, if you need a game that you can play in short bursts. No, if you want something that's going to span a very long campaign. Nothing wrong with the game itself, it's just it's a bit too simplistic for that. But then it doesn't pretend to be anything else. So, kudos for honesty. Thank you for being there. It is truly and genuinely appreciated. And until the next time, please take care.